survey was done on Nigerians in abroad. About 70% reported that they desire to invest and grow their money back home in Nigeria. But one of the challenges mentioned is lack of accurate and timely investor information. Not anymore, because going forward, this investment banker gotcha. It makes me so happy seeing our people abroad invest in our economy. They are not only tapping into the massive opportunities here in the Nigerian capital market to boost their wealth, but they're also helping to develop our country. Most of my clients are based abroad, and for many of them, one of the initial challenges they had was sending money home for projects or businesses, but having said funds misused by people they trusted these funds with. Now they just prefer to invest their money in instruments they have control over. And so far, I'll be happy to guide them through it, or exactly what I'm going to be doing for you in this video. I'm Financial Jennifer, an investment banker, chartered accountant, a chartered stockbroker, but most importantly, your money cheerleader. On this community, we're all about investments, side hustle, business ideas. If that's the kind of thing you like, just hit that subscribe button right away. I would like to be your money cheerleader too. So this video was inspired by a call I had with an old friend and her husband. They are looking to invest back home here, together with some of the other Nigerian community over there. So the husband asked me one interesting question after I have explained all the opportunities available to them. So he was like, if they send funds right now, what is that simple investment I would recommend for them? Anyway, I gave him two options, which I will be discussing with you, and then the third one, which I think most of our people outside are in love with. Before we jump into this investment, one concern I have, which I shared with him, was, converting your dollar, your pounds back to naira. Knowing what the inflation can be over here and the exchange difference. But he didn't mind. And in the last video I made for Nigerians in Diaspora, someone dropped a comment I found interesting. He was like, when they invest here in Nigeria, right? And at the end of the day, if they compare the returns with what they earn wherever they are, Nigeria always beats it. And I think I understand that because, like example now, the US, in the UK, their bonds rate is usually like 4.3%, 4.5%. But right here in Nigeria, you can get up to 15%, 18%, even more than 20%. We'll be discussing all of that in this video. Although my next video is going to be how you can invest in dollars, strictly in dollar, in case if you don't want to convert your money to naira. So be on the lookout for that video. So here are the three investments I discussed with him that Nigerians abroad can leverage to build wealth here in Nigeria. Please, if you've not, could you please hit that like button on this video? It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. So number one is investing in Nigerian stocks. So when it comes to beating inflation, making a lot of money from your investment, one investment that always stands out is investing in stocks, right? So for example, now last year, at the end of the year, inflation was about 34.8%, but Nigerian stocks returned like 37.65%, and there are even some individual stocks like Owando, Unicef are returned over 500%. That means your 100k is going to be like 600k at the end of the year. Nigerian stocks are really, really great when it comes to beating inflation, and that is not all, paying you dividends. So here in Nigeria, stocks like the banking sector, energy, consumer goods, these stocks usually do well. If you look at their year return last year, most of them did amazing, right? So to invest in the Nigerian stock, basically you need a brokerage account. I think I explained that in my previous video. You need a brokerage account, and you don't even have to come back home or talk to anyone. So far you have your Nigerian bank account, you have your BVN, you could invest. All you have to do is to download any of the stock brokerage accounts. I use AfriInvestor 2.0. I have a detailed video on this channel where I have discussed step by step how you could invest in the Nigerian stock market, right? So far you have these two things, your BVN and your Nigerian bank account. You don't have an issue. Log into the download the app, sign up, and they are going to create your CSCS for you. CSCS is a number that you need to invest in the Nigerian market, but that's not your job to do. Once you create the account, the broker you use is going to create that CSCS number for you, right? So I think you should go find that video on how to invest in Nigerian stock, which I have already done, shared my screen step by step. I showed you how you could do just that. And if you have issues creating an account account or anything, you should reach out to the broker. Or it's part of the things we guide our students in the World Business Academy. Is a 3-week online program where I work with you closely with my team to walk you through different amazing investment opportunities, show you how to invest in them step by step, help you in creating your account, because we liaise with some of these brokerage houses to do that. I think you should definitely check out that program. The link will be on the description. I will also pin it on the comments. I look forward to seeing you in the academy. Oh yeah, and something else I think some of our people abroad mention, maybe they don't have a Nigerian account or it's not functional, but I think there is a way now, there is a provision on how people outside the country could create bank accounts. If you need me to get information on that, just let me know. I'm going to ask around with the banks to know what it takes, but I think it's possible. So you shouldn't let anything stop you from taking advantage of the Nigerian stock market. Just make sure you do your due diligence, know the type of companies you are investing in, look at their past performance, look at what their operations is like. Trust me, Nigerian stock market has been making people a lot of money. It should make money for you too. And if you have any question whatsoever about investing in the market, please do not hesitate, drop in the comments. I'm a chartered stockbroker here in the Nigerian market, so I'm happy to guide you. Second investment I'm going to recommend for you is bonds, particularly commercial paper or FGN savings bond. So this one, a lot of my clients, they are in love with it because it's something that helps them tackling black tax. You and I know that when it comes to black tax, it's one of the highest headache a lot of our people outside have, because we here in Nigeria, I don't know, for some reason, some of us think that if we used to pluck money from trees there. Is that true? Please tell us, let all of us come and be plucking this money, because the expectations from them is always like, send dollars, send money, you know. And black tax is something that we Africans have to deal with, right? But there is a solution or a hack which I have shown some of my clients in tackling this. For instance, now let's talk about FGN savings bond, because this is what some of them do. Now the interest from it, they use it to cater to their family home here. So FGN savings bond is from the federal government of Nigeria. It's an investment. It comes up every month, first week of the month. If you're an old member of this community, you already know about it, because a lot of times when it comes up, I make video reminding you that it is open. I even have step-by-step video on how you can key in, right? So how can you leverage this particular instrument to tackle black tax and other occasional payments you have? This is how it works. When you invest in the FGN savings bond, you are going to be paid interest. It's usually for like 2 years or 3 years. Yes, it's a long-term investment. Now, that interest is not paid once. It's paid quarterly. Every quarter you are paid, right? So let's say, for example, you invested 1 million in FGN savings bond. Last month, the interest rate was as high as 18%. So that means you're getting about 180,000, right? Now, this 180,000, they will split it into 4. Each quarter, you'll be getting like 40-something thousand. It can be more. Some of them do as high as 20 million, 30 million. It depends on your capacity. Now, each quarter, when this interest is paid, they use the interest, they push it home. That is what they use to cater to their people. Some of them pay quarterly. Some of them send money 2 times in a year. Some send maybe in December period, they send back money. But some every quarter, as that interest is coming, it's not for them. They're just pushing it back home. What happens is that now their money is making money for them. Remember, your capital at the end of the investment, you're going to get back your capital. But in the meantime, the interest from it has been used to sort your needs back home, right? So this is what some of them do. That way, you know, initially the sacrifice is to bring out that bulk money initially and throw into that investment. They go and rest. Now, any money they make abroad, they know it's for them. Nobody is touching it because they've sorted their family using interest from this investment, but their capital is still there for them. They can pull it out anytime they want. That is FGN savings bond. Now, what do you need to invest in this? Again, you need a valid BVN, you need a Nigerian bank account, because it is in that bank account that are going to be paying your returns. It comes up every month. First week of every month. You should be on the lookout. If you need me to notify you when the one for next month opens, let me know in the comments. I will try and do that, right? So whenever it is open, particularly I use AfroInvestor 2.0, there is a form, subscription form, but I like what they do. They send a link. From that link, you just fill the form, fill your details, your name, your bank details, your BVN. You fill the form, upload it, fund your AfroInvestor wallet, and you are good to go, right? You can do it from anywhere in the world you are. So let me know if you would want to do this. I'm going to notify you. Yeah. So number 2, the other investment, okay, we can call it number 3, but it's also a sort of bond, is commercial paper. Commercial paper is is a short-term investment, whereas savings bond is long-term because you leave it for 2 years, 3 years. Commercial paper is short-term, usually like 6 months or 9 months. Now, what some of my clients do is that they just put the money. This one pays you, the interest is amazing. The yield is as high as 30%, 28%, and all that, right? The last one we did, I think is Mikio, is about 24%. Right, for our interest, the returns. With commercial paper, you are investing with corporates. This is no longer the government now. You are investing with corporate organization, right? So whenever it comes out, you key in. Usually the minimum is 5 million, right? Yeah, the minimum is 5 million. When you invest, you can decide to take your interest up front, or you roll it, so you reinvest it at the end of the tenure. If it's 6 months, you get back your capital and your interest. For many of my people, what we do, we keep rolling it over. For some of them, some people maybe they have a project they're looking to do here in Nigeria. For some of them, is to buy a property, build a retirement home for themselves, for their parents, right? But in the meantime, they will be building up the funds. Maybe they have like say 50 million, 10 million. They'll just put it in the market. As the commercial paper mature, they're rolling it back over. Then the question is available again. They will roll it back over. That's what some of us have been doing for like years now. You can roll it over as much as you want until you are ready for your project. They will not pull it out and go and do what they want to do. So that's it with commercial paper. The interest rate is very attractive with commercial paper. Like I said, if it's something you're interested in, you need a brokerage account. I've mentioned Afro Investor 2.0 before. You can go ahead and register on the app. Once you do that, a lot of times when the commercial paper is available, you can see it on the app. I think I have a video on that commercial paper here also. You can check it out. You can see the offer on the app, or they send email. Once you register on their app, you become their client. So any email they are sending, you'll be getting it. So when an offer opens, they send email on that. So that when you see it, you can key in. If you would also want us to work together, maybe one-on-one, become my client, sure. I'm going to also drop the link for you to connect on description or pin it in the comments. And then the next investment, the one I say you people are in love with, is real estate. Oh my God. Nigerians abroad love real estate. Jesus. In fact, there's a data that says 70% of real estate investments here in Nigeria is by you people. You people are abroad. Oh my God. And I see that with a lot of my clients, right? One thing they usually want me to do for them is updating them with reliable listings in the real estate market, be it land, buildings. They want me to be updating them because finding reliable developers and all that is a headache. So that's one thing I help them with. So Nigerians abroad are investing in real estate, not just for when they come back occasionally, but as retirement homes for their parents and even for themselves when they finally resettle down here. And for some, it's strictly investments, like they buy, they wait for return to appreciate, they resell. Oh, we recently started something. If you have been in this community, you've heard me mention our goal for this year is for us to end the year as landowners, right? So we are planning something where we will come together, put funds, not really put funds, maybe find a property. When you go in numbers, number one, is more affordable. Number two, we've done our due diligence and everything on the property. So we started a wait list because I've been looking at some property, particularly land, perfect for people that want to do land banking. Buy this land when it is so cheap, move on with your life, forget them. Over time, their value is going to be appreciating with time. So we've been looking at some properties. Oh my God, please, before you buy any property in Nigeria, be it land or building, hey, check well. Because this project you want to do together, and by the way, I'm going to drop, there is a wait list we started. I will drop it in the description if you are interested to join us in this land project. The plan is I go out there, I find credible, solid property for us, negotiate with them, now inform those interested to key into the opportunity. The things we have seen, you see some sweet spots, like nice location, you are excited, they're pushing you to buy. By the time you go and do check, you see that it is either under government acquisition or one thing. But people are selling it like that. Why? So that tomorrow now they will come back and tell you, no, this one is for government, right? Please be careful with these things. And if you, like I said, if you'll be interested in joining us in this co-investing, just go to the link on description and join the wait list. When we finally find, it's taking longer than I expected, but I don't mind though, because if you know me, my dear, I don't like headache. My own is to do it well and get the perfect opportunity, right? So fill that form, I will notify you. Yes, real estate is one investment opportunity that our people abroad can key into. It can be buying developed properties, right? I stay in Lagos and I agree. Real estate in Lagos is overpriced. It's overpriced. Because tell me why you need billions to buy Ah, God, Jennifer, calm down. But in our core investment, I think the property we are looking at right now, we are going back, wanted to try Ekpe, but my dear, we were advised to run because most of the property in Ekpe are under government view, and I don't know, people are still buying. So we are going towards Ogun State because the plans they have for Ogun State, oh my God, I feel like if we position ourselves well for the development the government have mapped out for that place, we are really going to enjoy in time to come, right? So yeah, you could look at some of these developing areas. The only thing that is might take some time, prepare yourself that this is land banking, I'm going to buy it and forget it. Or if you have the funds, you can come out places like Lagos, Abuja, those ones appreciate faster. Even properties, right? I have a couple of developers in my network, people trusted, that I recommend to I refer to my clients. If that's also what you want, no problem, let us know. But real estate is a nice investment, although it comes with some headache, but if you do your check well, you're going to get it right. And there you have it. Those are the investments I would recommend for anyone abroad looking to key into the opportunities here in Nigeria. And like I said before, any question you have, let me know. I mentioned stock, I mentioned savings bond, all of these investments. I already have detailed step-by-step video on how you can do them here on the channel. I'm going to link some of them in the description. You check them out, and if you have any question, let me know in the comments. And please, you have our community out there, you have friends, you have relatives also out there, forward this video to them. This year I'm really dedicated to guiding our people outside, because I see a lot of them are really interested in investing here, but they need that information. Using my experience, my career and everything, all of this experience, I'm happy to use it in guiding you. So let me know if you have any question, and share this video with every other person you know in your network over there. I will see you on the other videos I'll be linking on the description now.